Hey, so I got a question. Have you ever felt like someone just didn't understand you, or they didn't get what you were trying to say, or even if you explained everything that you'd been through to someone or a person or whoever it may be, friend, psychologist, counselor, significant other, whoever it is, that even if you told them everything that you've been through, that they still wouldn't understand and they wouldn't feel what you have felt or even begin to know what it's like to experience what you've been through. And I feel like, don't you think, we've all been there before? And, there's a lot of sayings out there that kind of reflect that. Like, how about you walk a mile in my shoes and then talk to me? That's reflecting like that somebody doesn't understand what the person has been through. And I've been learning about communication recently, and one scholar writes that one of our greatest fears, like one of a lot of people's greatest fears, is being misunderstood. And there's another saying that reflects that, which is a lot of people, even myself, have said, I don't even care. Like, it doesn't upset me if that person doesn't like me. It upsets me that they don't understand where I'm coming from, or they don't actually understand who I am or what I meant to say or do, or you know what I mean? So misunderstanding is hard. And sometimes, like when you're first getting to know somebody, even you're like, oh man, like you want to, or like if someone's like, oh, tell me about yourself, and you're like, whoa, like, where do I start? Because do I start from the beginning? Do I start from like everything I've been through up until now, everything that shaped me? Or do I just go, oh yeah, my favorite color is purple? Or yeah, I love God. Yeah, I'm in a relationship with God and Jesus, and I'm a Christian, I'm a follower of Jesus. Or do I be, what part of me do you want to know? Do you really want to know all of that, right? Sometimes I want someone to know me. Like I want to get to know them better and like invest, right? But sometimes, I don't know about you, but for me, it's like, oh, exhausting thinking of, oh my gosh, like, how am I even going to help them understand who I am by verbally like speaking and just describing things that I've been through and how I was and what I learned from them, because yeah, that helps obviously, and that's definitely a way to build relationship. But I feel like, and I'm not sure the way you guys think, but do you think that for you, that there's some times, because there definitely is for me, that you're just tired and you're just so exhausted and you've been through so much and you want to lean on somebody, or you want to share the burden of what you're carrying with somebody or someone, but you're just too tired to even begin telling someone what has happened, or you can't even remember everything really that has happened because so many things have happened in such a small space of time. And it's like, oh, like you need that relationship and you need that understanding, that acknowledgement. And yeah, you need that from somewhere, but at the same time, you're just too tired to even begin to try and relive that experience, or like tell them why you feel the way that you feel, or even, because maybe even if you go through all of that, they're not even going to get it in the end, and that's going to make you feel more frustrated. Well, I started having this conversation because this morning I was on my way to dropping Ari off to kindy, and I was praying and I was thanking God, because God, He actually understands us, and he knows our thoughts before we even think them. He feels what we feel with us, and he loves us so much, and he is so close to us, even when we feel like he is not there, even when we feel like he is silent. He is there, and we don't have to explain anything to him. And this is one of the things I love about him so much, is he is love, and he has that love for us so much, and he just wants to help. And when you're at that space, like when I'm at that space where I'm so tired and I'm so exhausted and I just don't want to talk to someone or try and explain how I feel, or, like it's just tiring to me to even think of that, I go to him and I can literally just be however I need to be with him and be like, hang on. Yeah, I'll talk to you in a minute, Mel. Be however I need to be with him and just say, God, you know how I feel. And I can be quiet and I don't have to say a word, and I can just put on some music. If I don't want to pray, I can pray without speaking out loud, or I can just sit there and be like, God, help. And he meets me where I'm at, and I know he completely understands everything that I feel. He feels along with me, and he cares about how I feel. And I don't have to explain one thing to him, because he knew me before he formed me. It says that in his word. And I just want to share Psalm 139 verses 1-6 with you, because I feel it illustrates what I'm talking about so well. So this is the word of God, and it says, O Lord, you have searched me and known me. You discern my thoughts from afar. And another translation says, you understand my thoughts from afar. You search out my path and my lying down, and are acquainted with all my ways. Even before a word is on my tongue, behold, O Lord, you know it altogether. So even before we speak a word, he knows it. He understands our thoughts. And then verse 5, you hem me in behind and before, and you lay your hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me. It is high. I cannot attain it. And I love that where it says, you lay your hand upon me, because it's so personal and it's so intimate. Like if you've ever been with someone who you love that is in pain, my son, my daughter, someone who I'm close to, and I feel their pain, and if they're telling me or crying to me, the first instinct in me that I want to do is place a hand on their shoulder or hug them and just let them know that I'm there. And it says God lays his hand upon us. And there's so many other verses, like there's plenty of other verses that I could go into that tell us why he loves us, how he loves us, how he has a hope and a future, plans to prosper us and not to harm us. But just to think on this, you have searched me and known me. You know when I sit down and when I rise up. You understand, you discern my thoughts from afar. So before we even think them, he knows. You search out my path and my lying down, and are acquainted with all my ways. He is acquainted with us. He walks through storms with us. He walks through the dark points with us. When everyone else is left, when no one else is there, he is there. And like, we are going to go through hard times, but God promises never to leave us and never to forsake us. And I just wanted to share this with you guys today because it's one of the most comforting things to me. And it gives me so much rest to know that in these hard times, when I feel like, even if I feel misunderstood by all those around me, I know God sees my heart and he sees what I was trying to do or what I was doing. He sees where my words come from. He sees my thoughts before they even come to me. And he understands, like completely understands. And he understands you and he sees your thoughts. And not only does he see your thoughts and understand your thoughts and feel with you, not only does he not leave you or forsake you, he is faithful, he is loyal. But he, God, creator of the universe, Jesus, he has walked in our shoes and he loves us. Like God is love, and there's lots of there is only one true love out there, which is God. There's lots of ways that people may try, view it in, but put it this way, he's here and he's always here, and he's ready for you whenever you want to come to him and speak to him, even if you can't speak, even if you just cry, even if you just sit there in silence and you've got thoughts going on, but you say, God, please help. Please come, God. I want to know you. I need your help. Like, I don't even know how to talk to you, but God, like, there is no way to talk to him. Prayer is communication with God. It's what I'm doing. Like, I can talk to you right now, and I could talk to God like this, but I could come to him and however I need to come to him. But he knows, if we seek, it says in his word, if we seek him with all our heart, he will be found. And so if we truly seek him, if we truly look for him, if we truly ask him to come, he will. And yeah, so I just wanted to leave that with you guys because, yeah, just it's comforting and it's encouraging to know that even if all those around you or close to you don't understand, or they don't know, or they don't feel what you feel, and they haven't been through what you've been through, he has, and he does, and he is with you, and he cares, he loves you, he so loves you, and he will never leave, and he's ready for you to come to him whenever you come. Like, yeah. So I hope that helps somebody today. I hope that encourages someone. And yeah, I'll leave you with that.